Who, me? Today we're going to be talking all about imposter syndrome. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing all my insights about self-publishing with you. Before I get started into today's topic, please don't forget to subscribe. You'll get notified when I release videos every week about self-publishing and making a career out of being an author. And today I'm going to take a bit of a departure from my usual videos. I'm not going to tell you about a specific platform or the pros and cons of a specific self-publishing strategy. I'm going to tell you what I've struggled with since day one of this journey, and that's this horrible feeling of imposter syndrome when I talk with traditionally published authors. So I mentioned a while back in an earlier video that when I went to an event at a local library about a year before I published my first book, a traditionally published author was speaking, and I was so excited to meet them and ask them questions, and they just completely shut me down. And since then, I've had this fear of talking with traditionally published authors. I'm afraid they're going to shut me down publicly again, and it's say that I'm not a real author or that I'm less than because I've elected to self-publish. And when I posted my mini rant video on this topic, y'all really seemed to respond. And it was nice to know that I'm not alone in this. But that initial interaction that I had years ago, still rattles me. When I approach bookstores and libraries, or even when I'm just out and about and tell people that I'm an author, and they say, "Oh, so you're published?" My initial response is, yes, my books are published. They were published by me, but I know what they mean. They want to know if the authorities, the book publishers, have put my book out. And even though I've had positive interactions with traditionally published authors and self-published authors, that anxiety just remains. Even in the past year, I've spoken with traditionally published authors who've applauded the effort that goes into self-publishing and have expressed their own interest in self-publishing in the future because they want to get out of the traditional model. But my imposter syndrome still remains. Even with self-publishing, every win I get, I still feel like I'm not doing enough if I don't have that orange sticker next to my title or some fancy high sales figure or fish name. Even when my clients are successful and I can share in that excitement, it still doesn't feel like I've done enough to earn my place as an author and as a publisher. And that's something that just sucks. So I've talked earlier about how I'm also scaling back my goals. I am a type A person. I want all of those accolades. I want all of those orange stickers. I want all those rankings. And I've had to knowingly look at my goals and say that, yes, I will be happy for the few seconds when I finally hit that metric, but it's not going to make me long-term happy, fulfilled happy. And if I'm just chasing vanity metrics, I'm not really, doing what I set out to do, which is to write stories that captivate and compel people to, change things in their own lives. So I'm trying to be more enlightened and acknowledge that, this imposter syndrome isn't doing anything to make me happier. It's only kind of driving these rush for vanity metrics, but I still have that feeling. So I don't really have any advice to offer on how to overcome it. I think I'm starting to do better with it, maybe, except to say that if you feel this way too, you're not alone. We can support each other, and if we feel frustrated or we feel like we're not enough, we can all just be there for each other. The AuthorTube community has been so great for that. So I hope that you found some comfort in this video, that you're not alone if you're feeling that imposter syndrome too. And I'll be back next week with more advice on how to make sure your book is successful when you self-publish it. If you found this video helpful, or if you just want to make me feel a little less like an imposter, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And now you can get back to writing your book.